It's showtime! Shane Stewart leads out to the early advantage and leads the field into turns 1 and 2. Gio Sellesley follows suit, and we're side by side for the 4th spot. Brian Brown and Tyler Courtney. Now Courtney going after the 83 of Linton Jeffrey. Brown goes 2 for 1 in turns 3 and 4. Brian Brown with the big move. Shoots the Casey's General Stores 21 car into the 3rd spot. Brian Brown with a dicey move there as Tyler Courtney going after Linton Jeffrey for the 4th spot. Now has to get on the binders a little bit. Great racing just behind them. 3-car battle for the 6th spot. Linton Jeffrey into the wall hard in turn number 4, red flag. Something breaking on the Munson Electric number 83 car as that car took a hard right to the wall. PWR Quality Cooling Solutions restart zone, and we're back underway. What a restart by Gio Selzy. He looks right there, side by side for the lead. Gio Selzy and Shane Stewart nearly come together. Here comes Justin Peck. He'll take the 3rd spot from Brian Brown. Big move by Justin Peck to take 3rd. Gio Selzy was all over Shane Stewart. Now Justin Peck has company because here comes Brian Brown, the Casey's General Stores 21 car, back at the Tom Bucco number 13. Move Brownie back into 3rd. 9 laps to go for Shane Stewart, trying to pick up a 410 win in his first race of the year, and Gio Selzy's right there into turn number 1. Shane Stewart's got company. Gio Selzy right on his back bumper down the backstretch. Racing for the lead. Stewart goes down to the bottom, slides up to the high side, and here comes Brown out of nowhere. Brian Brown out of a cannon to 2nd. Boy, would Blackjack love to cash in here at I-70, just 15 minutes down the road from his shop. Gio Selzy trying to take that spot right back. Brownie slides up and closes the door. They nearly come together, and Shane Stewart pulling away with 7 to go. His largest lead in a couple of laps. And Shane Stewart's going to have to get on it because you know Brian Brown's going to be motivated. Yellow in turn number 4. Oh boy, Shane Stewart, an evasive move. Wow, did Shane Stewart have to give up on the wheel to avoid that one. Back to green with 7 to go for Shane Stewart. Brian Brown holds the bottom, Stewart off the top side. Shane Stewart evades as Brian Brown look. There goes Kerry Madsen into the 4th spot. He'll shoot past Justin Peck, move him up a spot. Brownie closes back in on Shane Stewart with 6 to go. Shane Stewart up on the high side. Brownie staying committed down to the bottom, and you can see them both in your frame on Flow Racing. Here comes Brian Brown, tightening his grips with 4 to go. Brownie's 3 car lengths out the back bumper. Boy, you have to wonder if he can get a good run down the backstretch and keep Shane well within striking distance. If that good run off of turn number 4 would be just enough juice to get him to the top spot. Time starting to run out, this time by 2 to go, and Brownie's as close as he's been. Brian Brown all over Shane Stewart. Down the backstretch, Shane Stewart, you've got company in the form of Brian Brown. Blackjack shoehorns him up the racetrack, and Brownie leads at the white flag with 1 to go. Yellow flag flies, Spencer Baston off the pace. To say, hit me one more time to get 21 and off at turn number 4. The green is out with 2 to go. Gio goes after Shane Stewart for 2nd. Brown leads him down the backstretch. Shane Stewart stays well within striking distance in the 71 car. Brown hits the bottom. Stewart tries to ride the rim, slips off the bottom. White flag flying, 1 to go, and Shane Stewart is within striking distance, but can he make the move? Stewart goes to the bottom, slips up to the high side off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. Time starting to run out. Brian Brown leads them, and off of turn number 4, Blackjack hits. Brian Brown wins his 3rd career All-Star victory at I-70 Motorsports Park.